It was very emotional seeing all of the work that we had put into this destroyed in one fell swoop. And I found out via text from my neighbor. She said, well, your propane tank is in the driveway and it's spinning around spewing gas. You know, growing up, my family, we camped a lot. And it was always in relation to being close to, in, near, or on the water, which is such a blessing to be able to have this place. Susan and I bought the house in 2014. It didn't look anything like it does today. And a lot of the work was done, both design work by Susan and the labor by me. We love being on the island primarily because the nature is absolutely gorgeous, but these winter storms in our area that we've witnessed, they're getting more intense, they're getting longer in duration and in frequency.
Flooding is definitely something that we live with every year. It's a concern every year, and a property doesn't need to be near a high-risk flood zone to be impacted, and more than 40% of claims come from areas outside of high-risk flood zones.
These windows were all broken, and this is where the water came in, and everything on the entire first floor, a complete and total mess, filled with mud and salt water.
Once we had identified where people were impacted, we tried to meet individually with those households and find out what they needed right at that moment. And then we continued to support by making referrals to FEMA and to other agencies that were helping with the long-term recovery effort.
We had flood insurance for the very specific reason of this. Never thought we'd have to use it, but it would have been years of time as well as a very large financial outlay that we would have had to come up with.
This flooding event wasn't the first time that we've experienced floods and that we've supported with that, but it was definitely the biggest. And I think that was one of the biggest things that I learned in this event is how impacted all kinds of people are by flooding.
We did make some changes. We increased the quality of that glass to be more resistant to impact, what we call storm glass or hurricane glass, so that in the future, if it were to happen again, we would not have that water egress into the home. But I firmly believe that people should consider being prepared. We have continued to maintain our insurance because we know it's going to happen again. Hopefully with the work that we've done, it's not going to be nearly as aggressive, but we also don't want to leave this place.